Hello everyone, welcome to another edition of Big Bear Comics, where I show you my CBCS graded books and books that I'm going to send out to get graded. Alright, so let's do this. First book is Marvel Age 38. This is the unofficial appearance of He-Man in Marvel. And I got a nice solid 9.4. Basically, this book predates He-Man and the Masters of the Universe #1 in Marvel. It has a 3-page preview. And it's got a nice, let's see, Ron Wilson cover of He-Man on steroids. Yep. And it's a low print run. Nice book to have. Happy to have it. Marvel Age 38. Next up, we go back to Kittyland, and I've got a Baby Snoots #20. Now, I've been showing you a Baby Snoot probably in every video. I've been sending these out to get graded. This one I get a 9.2. There it is, #20, with his little mouse friend. And with a, let's see, it looks like a snowman with a hose. Okay, as a nose. Interesting. Now this is one of those gold key books back in '75 where I grew up. I was about 7 years old back then. So I grew up reading these books. And most of these books, let's see, got wrinkled up, used as a football, swatted flies with it, used as a coloring book, you name it, I did it with these books. So as a respect out of that, I'm going to preserve a few. And here's a nice 9.2. And I'm glad I have it now in my collection. And I won't kill flies with it. Okay, next book is a book that my fiance loves this character, and the character is Beast. That's probably the reason why she's going to marry me. Alright, so this is X Factor 33. It's a 9.6 Freedom Force appearance. Let's see, cover art by Walt Simonson. A nice 9.6. Not really worth a lot of money, but for her it is, because you get a portrait action photo of a character on the cover that you don't see very often by himself. So this is one of the few covers where Beast has a solo shot. Nice tribute to him. Okay, here's a book that I don't know if I was smoking something or whatever when I sent it out to get graded, but there was a big craze at the time. Remember how, you know, CBCS, it was taking a long time to get graded. This book here, let me see if I can knock off that glare. There we go. Is Archie vs. Sharknado #1, and this is the Robert Hack variant cover. And let's see, I'll show it to you here. And there's the shark, and there's one, let's see, I believe that's Archie and Jughead ready to get eaten. And there's a couple other flying sharks around. Pretty cool cover. Funny concept of the story. I mean, the Sharknado movies are a hit, so I figured this might be as well. There is some interest out there for this book, and I just saw this cover and I said, you know, how many times are you going to see Archie fending off sharks? Not many. Okay, so I got a nice 9.6 on that. Next book is a little bit of a speculation book. and it's Master of Kung Fu number 17. This is actually Master of Kung Fu number 1. It's his first solo series. I'm going to zoom on all the writing here. It's first issue. Numbering and story continued from Special Marvel Edition 16. And this also has a first appearance of Black Jack Tar. So if that character ever becomes in the storyline on any Netflix or movie, this will be a really good book to have. I got a very nice 9.4. I'll show you the cover here. There's Kung Chi in action, and I guess that's Black Bart Tar or Black Jack. Okay. And see, now in his own mag. So this is a number 1 solo edition of Master of Kung Fu. So that is a key book to have. I don't have the first appearance of Shang-Chi, but maybe one day. Okay, I told you we're gonna do some more Baby Snoots goodness here. This one is issue 18. And this one has the actual name of that little mouse. And that mouse is Uptight Mouse. Okay, now I know his name. Let's see, so this is Baby Snoots again, and they have a storyline. Join Snoots on a jinxed journey. This has a nice red cover that pops. And it's a 9.4 Baby Snoots from 1974. I mean, you can't get it better than that. That is just awesome. Alright. This one is a key issue that I'm not stoked about the grade. And you could probably already guess what it is by just that. That is Black Panther number 1. It's not his first appearance. This is the first solo title. First Black Panther in his own title. First appearance of the Collectors. And their name of the Collectors there. And this is a Jack Kirby cover and story. So that's Black Panther number 1. And I got an 8.0. I guess there's got to be more to it on the inside than I had originally thought, because the appearance of this book is a lot higher than an 8. But I'll take it. Nothing else I can do. Maybe I'll replace it with another. Another one that's also key. And this is 9.2 Punisher number 1. And this is the first issue in an unlimited series. Let's see, we got the death of Bruce Ayers, Wilfred Sobel, Hector Gomez, and Damasco. Alright, and let's see, cover art by Klaus Janson. And this is Punisher number 1. Okay, and it's got a 9.2 grading. I mean, it's not hard to find books from 87 to be 9.6s, 9.8s. Thought I had one there. Didn't get it. Alright, so the next portion of the video, we're going to show books that I plan on sending out. Here is Batman number 358. This is the first full appearance of Killer Croc. This is a nice cover. However, I do have a little flaw, and I'll zoom on it. There's a date written on the cover right there. But besides that, I mean, the spine looks good. The corners look good. I mean, it's not going to be a 9/8 candidate, but I think somewhere in the 9s this book may be placed. So this is a nice high grade book. I'm going to be sending that out and see what I get. Alright, next up is a book that I just recently been made aware of. That it's got a first appearance of Duke Thompson, or Thomas, which I guess is a character that's going to be the next Robin. I could be wrong about that, but it has some importance to this issue. So I picked up this book not too long ago, and I found that it's to be a nice high grade copy. I don't see a single spine tick on it. If you do, let me know in the comment section. So I figured I'd send this baby out to get graded and see what I get on that one. It's Batman the New 52 0 Year, number 21. Alright, next book is a old Silver Age. I like sending Silver Age out once in a while. And here I'm going to send out a Sea Devils, number 12. This book is also in pretty high grade for its age. I mean, it's not perfect, but I do show you some of the art up close. And it's probably and here you see a date stamp. But I believe because it's a date stamp with, you know, one of those rubber things people just pounded a date on, that it's they take into consideration less, I mean, more than a handwritten one. So that may actually not hurt the grade at all. As you can see, there is some wear on the corners, on all four corners. There might be a little bit of wear. And it has about off-white pages, and there's a crease on that corner. So I'm looking maybe in the 7s, but even in the 7s, this book has some value. I mean, just love the art on that cover. This is probably one of my favorites. I mean, I haven't really read many of the Sea Devils, but some of the covers are just really cool, and this is just one of them right here. Alright, so my next book is The Man Called Nova, number 4. This one is not a key issue by far. I just like the fact that there's a nice Thor versus Nova battle on the cover. As you can see that there. I mean, this is a nice little matchup between Thor and Nova. So I figured that since this book, I'm looking at it, doesn't have a spine tick, doesn't have a corner crease, super sharp and glossy, it's in the 9s at least, that I'd go have it graded just because of that. Nice looking book. I like books where you have matchups of superheroes that, you know, usually don't fight each other, or you don't usually see each other fight, and that one's an example. Okay, last, no, I got a couple more here. This one is X-Men number 214. This is the first time Dazzler joins the team, and this is a hot cover. I mean, that's just a nice cover, and that's the only reason why I'm grading it. The other factor is that this is just a beautiful copy, and this is a 9.6, 9.8 candidate, and I hope to get that back with those grades at least. If not, I'll just tell them to keep it. Okay, moving on. We got yes, this is right. This is Terry Tunes. I'm not kidding. New Terry Tunes. This is Heckle and Jekyll. Let me give you an issue number here real quick. Number 26. This is a beautiful copy. Don't get me wrong. I mean, another cartoon book that I'm going to send out. And I always loved the Terry Tunes. I mean, Deputy Dog was like one of my favorite cartoon characters of all time. I mean, the way he talked, the way he acted. Actually, one of the few cartoons that actually made me laugh was the Deputy Dog of New Terry Tunes. And here is parts of that show. Heckle and Jekyll were on that show too, from Terry Tunes. This is just a beautiful, yellow, bright, vibrant, pops color. I mean, this is just awesome. It's a beautiful condition. This is in a 9.4, whatever, easily. And that's why I'm grading it, to preserve a comic book like that. Okay. Last but not least is going to be a comic book that will probably be at least $100 to $200 book sooner or later. This is New Mutants number 100, and it's the first print because it has the purple background. This book here is a 9.8 candidate for sure. It doesn't have a spine crease, it doesn't have ticks, it doesn't have nothing. It's just a beautiful, beautiful copy. And of course, I believe it's X-Force that is the first appearance of X-Force in this book, which they are most likely to get a movie after the Deadpool movies, because now you have Cable and then you have Deadpool, and they'll probably team up with a few of these characters and they get their own film. That's what I believe is going to happen. So this book will absolutely be fire, and I got a nice 9.8 candidate here. Get it back, hold on to it, and see what happens. Anyway, thanks for watching. That was this week's video, or actually months. I do one maybe once a month when I can't get I can't afford to send out hundreds of books all the time. I'm on a budget, so for a budget, that wasn't a bad haul. Alright, so thank you for watching. Subscribe and leave some comments or some suggestions or whatever, and have yourself a great day. Thank you.